Anyway, so when I use sword, I'm always back here next to the wall. And when I use Jo, I have to remember that there's a backward strike that we're practicing. So anyway, make sure that you're in the best spot possible. And a lot of review here. The back foot is going to be 90 degrees. The right, we'll start with the right foot. Okay, 90 degrees. Front foot straight, of course. And the heels are right next to each other. And we'll put the Jo. You can see that there's a square here. This is two sides of the square. Then if you make two more sides with your imagination, you can put the Jo right at the corner. All right. And then as soon as we even think about beginning our kata, we want to open the chest, drop the shoulders, and start bending the knees as well. All right. So as we go along, so we've got people of all different levels, of course. As we go along, keep in mind, please, where your center line is on your body. So if I were to make the feet straight, then here's my center line. Whether I'm standing in a stance or just with them next to each other. If I turn this foot out, then my center line to about 65, then my center line moves here, just a little bit past my belly button. If I turn it to 90 degrees, then it's over here. So my body is straight on this way. 65 degrees with the foot puts my body on about 45 degrees. 90 degrees with the foot puts my body not quite on, probably at 65 actually. Okay, so keep that in mind as we go along. So anyway, 90 degrees, this is here. And let's just do the first 3 strikes. All right, it rises up, hands go to both ends. 1, 2, make the foot go to 65, 3. There's already a lot to work with in these 3 strikes. So for example, we want to strike towards the throat going forward. We want to strike towards the knee level going back. Okay. Coming around, it's the knee of this attacker in front of us. But as we discussed last week, this front foot moves 65 so that I can be in hammi when I arrive here. Okay, so make sure that you arrive in hammi. And the 2 hands are exactly on this line, your center line, and your 2 hands are exactly, if you drew a line on the floor between your heels, that's where the hands are, and that's where your center line is. And by the way, your lower leg as well. It's very easy to turn too far, to let this collapse. So we have to be here. All right, let's go through those 3 again, keeping all of that in mind. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Then let it drop. Keep the knees bent every time you come back. Don't come back like that. Other side now. Same 3. 2, 3. Yes, looks good, everybody. Okay. Then we retract the foot. Keep the knees bent. Roll this hand over. This is Yokomanuchi, or Kesagiri. And we're once again in hammi for this. So once again, we should be like this, not this, and not this. Right here, here's the knot, but our center line is here. Okay. Front hand rolls over as we retract the foot. Here, back hand. Again, hum me now. Check to see if this is your center line, lining up with that. Okay, let's go back. I know we've got more, but let's just work on those things. Now, another point when we do this strike, this bottom hand oftentimes gets stuck here. People leave it here oftentimes. And if you look at it from the front, it's kind of off target, isn't it? If I continue to this side, to my center line, as I mentioned earlier, then this goes straight. If it's out here, it goes off. You can tell if you're putting on weight or not. If I had a big belly, it would be out here. So anyway, right to here. Okay. And it should be 1 fist width away from your body. Okay, not touching it like this, but 1 fist width away. Okay, so not back here, not out here, but right here, so that it's all on this center line. And then there's nothing really you can do on this. You can't take your hand way back here, but it does go past the belly button usually. Okay, so again, let's do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 10 once again, keeping all of these points in mind. Yeah. 1, put the hand on the line. 2, foot goes straight, stick arcs out. 3, let it drop. 4, again, the hand is on the center line, not out here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Nice. All right. And then what was the other point that I was making? Yes, that's right. Let's also, I'm going to double check next time I have class with Numata Sensei, but it's the same thing here. If you bring this hand across your chest rather than here, this is straight now. If I have this hand here, then the end of my jo doesn't go so far. But if we watch the end of the jo, the far end of the jo, and I bring this hand over here, now this just went through its target. Okay, so all these details are so important. They make these small changes make such a big difference. So not to here, but here. Numata Sensei was using a word, kakusokudo, and I had to look it up in Japanese on my translator. It means angular velocity. So when something hits and it stops, but the force continues. Anyway, let's continue. Let's do 10 again, keeping all these points in mind. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And continue at your own pace now. I'm going to switch to gallery view. Just doing the 10 for now. Yes. Good, Thomas. Nice, nice, Moritz. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good, Ingo. Yeah. Okay. From there. Uh-huh. Here. And then the backhand slides forward. Yes. Here. Here. Looking good. Nice clip. Beautiful, Moritz. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. A couple of you, I think it's because of space, limitation of space, but I'm not sure. So I'll say it. So we do the forward strike, and then we retract the foot to 2 bent knees. Backward strike also goes with a step. So don't blend this all together. Don't blur this. For example, let's see, what are some of you doing? It's sort of not defined sometimes. Again, I think maybe you're worried about, hitting something. But if you've got the space, if you can be aware and not smash anything, make sure that everything is defined, definition between each movement. So strike, right? This happens together. And then the next one is just as defined. It goes with this step. So it's always combined with a step. Very nice, Moritz. Yeah. And Nimata Sensei likes to remind us to look at the person's face. It's very easy, especially in a small space. It's easy to look down. You think you're going to smash the wall or whatever. If possible, if you can, look at this level. Your peripheral vision catches the big picture, but your face is pointed in this way, not like that, okay? So again, though, the most important thing I'm trying to convey is definition. Then the other point that I want to make is that the front foot, I do have a tendency to overbend. If you look at Nimata Sensei, he's got bigger steps. His lower leg of the front leg is almost always exactly vertical. Anyway, you don't want to go past the toes at least. You want it to be vertical or at the most to the toes. And the back leg is straight. So make sure you don't have 2 bent knees. Okay? One leg should be straight on the strikes. Okay? All right, and then continue when you're ready. Nice, Thomas. Yeah. Switch again to gallery. Nice, Cliff. Uh-huh. Good, Ingo. Very nice, Moritz. Yes. Yep, and then Moritz, be careful of your Yoko Manuchi. I only caught the last one. I didn't see the second to last one, but this bottom hand needs to come past the center to the new Hammi center. not out here. Looked like, I think it was about out here-ish. So it's not bad, but bring it right in here. The same with sword, actually, that it comes down here, even keisagiri with the sword when it goes there. So the hand is on this line, okay? Yes. 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 Exactly, Moritz. That's what yeah. Perfect, Moritz. And then you see when you do it this way, if I do it this way, the jo is more limited. The end of the jo is more limited. If I bring it here, the end of the jo goes all the way. So this front hand is always stationary, whether we're doing tsuki, well, kind of stationary. Anyway, we use this front hand for leverage, of course. Okay? Yeah. So it stands to reason that if we move this backhand from here to here, the other end moves. So that's more. Yes, good, Thomas. Mm-hmm. That was a little funny. Yeah, and Cliff also, be careful that maybe I need to be closer to the camera. A few of you need this to be more clear, I think. So if I have my right foot forward and hitting yokoman, this backhand needs to be next to the knot of my belt. Not out here, but here. Okay. And the same with tsuki. It comes to here. Not here, here. And you watch the far end of your jo when you do it. You can compare the two. Then you'll understand why. I've been following Numata Sensei's instructions on this for weeks now. And then I compared the two, and it really clicked the other day. What's going on and why. There you go, Thomas. Yes. And same with Thomas. Let's back up. So let me make this really clear. Let's do it this way. Okay, here's a little tissue. Okay, so here's my belt. Here's the knot of my belt, rather. This is my belly button is right here. So this is showing where my belly button is. Makes it a little easier, I think. So on this first strike, the hand is here. Or if I do it, give you a side view. Here. Okay? If I have it right in front of the belly button, it's here. But I have it next to the belly button. So that way, the far end of my jo comes directly to the target. And here I have to move my front hand. This way I can keep this, mechanically, this is really, really clear. I can keep this front hand on the center line if my back hand is also on the center line. If my back hand is off the center line, I have to move the front hand off the center line too to hit my target. And then the same for yokoman. Both hands on your center line, which is here. So here's my belly button. Here's my belly button, but since I'm in Hammi, my center line is here. So both hands need to be on that center line. Okay. Here. Same thing for this yokomen. Both hands on the center line, which is no longer intersecting with my belly button. It's off to the side because I'm in hammi. Yeah. Yes, Ingo. Good, Ingo, yeah. Mm-hmm. It should feel a little bit funny to have this backhand here. And most teachers, when they teach Jo Kata, they're not talking about the alignment and the structure within your own body. No, most teachers that I've taken Jo class from, most of them are talking about the target. Hit this target, hit this target, hit this target sideways, etc., etc. But how to hit. So that's what we're looking at, how to align ourselves when we're doing these strikes. So, getting better. Let's run through 1 through 10 again and really think about this bottom hand, this back hand, having it on the center line. Where is the center line? We're doing all hammi, really. Mostly hammi. And the beginning ones, we've turned even more than hammi. Okay? So, we'll run through the 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My bad. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Then the next thing, we retract the foot. Again, 2 bent knees when we do it. Roll the hands over the ends of the jo. 2 sliding hand yokomen. Where are your hands? They should be to the side. Your bottom hand especially should be to the side of your belly button. Retract the foot, retract the jo, and hammi again, yokomen uchi. Retract it. Then we're going to do yokomen uchi, but with sakate. So only change the front hand, which then becomes the back. No change of the hands this time. Sakate again. Yeah, so the first 2 we call junte. Junte. And junte is the way you normally hold a sword. So like this, not like this. So the first 2 are junte, sliding hand. And again, we're using the leverage that the jo gives us. So sliding hand junte is here. And then in order to keep this hand position and hit with the other side, we've got to roll both hands this way. We end up this way, then we roll them this way. Here. And hammi again. So again, this back hand is next to your belly button. All of this is straight, not here. Then the next 2, we want sakate. We retract and only roll the front hand over because it's sakate. Retract, no change in the hands. Okay, so again, sakate. Front hand is sakate. Yeah. Yes, Moritz, good. Now, when you do sakate, yokomen uchi with sakate, It's easy for the shoulders to come up. If I give you a side view, feels like, yeah, I'm a tough guy doing martial arts. So be careful. Keep those shoulders down. Keep the neck stretching up. Okay, so let's just practice freestyle a little bit. Junte, sliding hand yokomenuchi. And sakate, sliding hand yokomenuchi. Every time we're taking our hands all the way to both ends of the jo. And then we let it slide through our hand. This idea. Okay. Take it to the end. Slide. There you go, Ingo. Nice. So you can try Junte. And you can try Sakate, as you like. But for both of them, we draw the hand all the way to the end of the jo. Yes, Thomas. It's really, really simplified. Yeah. And Moritz, you're doing really beautiful strikes. It looks to me like some or all are starting here and going. And then I think you're, what else are you doing? You're switching the hands somehow very nicely, but it's different from what we're doing, the ones that I'm seeing. We're starting here, whoa, and letting it slide. Or for sakate, there you go, yeah. Yes. Good, yeah. Saw one or two that looked different from that, so I wasn't sure. Yeah. So you can change back and forth, Junte, Sakate. Pay attention to your bottom hand. Is it crossing over to your center line, or is it still out here? Good, Ingo. And then Ingo, be careful. I don't know if it's just the camera angle, but it looks like maybe you've got this bottom hand up kind of above your, like at your waist or above your waist. It should be a little bit below the waist. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes, looking really nice. Yes, good, Ingo, better. Nice, Cliff. Uh-huh, yes. Good. Okay, so let's try it again from the beginning, and we're going to add these at the end, so then we'll be up to 14 count. So from here, bend the knees, open the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Better and better. Now, there's another tendency. Some of you are doing it, some of you are not. There's another tendency when we're doing yokomen, and then especially sakate, but also for junte, this junte, sliding junte yokomen, it's possible to, just like when we use sword, it's possible to start thinking that our target is this level here. But this is yokomen, so the target is here, up here, okay? Our partner's temple, side of their head, get. Okay, or at least their shoulder, but not down here. So, okay, let's go through the 14 again. One, two, three. I turned too much. This is on me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Now, we just have a few more minutes. I want to incorporate this. You probably miss doing ABC. Let's incorporate this into ABC. So we'll have the right foot forward. And I want to start with C, actually. Right foot forward. And then we can step. Actually, we'll build it up. We'll just do one strike first. So do you remember C? Ingo's pretty new. He might not remember. But anyway, right foot forward. We step with the left. And then we do tenkang. We leave our feet there and we continue turning. Okay. And then we can do a strike here. Okay. And now we'll start with the left foot forward and C again. Shoulders back and shoulders down. Actually, let me click that. Yep. Shoulders back, shoulders down. And step, tenkang, and ski. Actually, let's keep it a ski to the throat. Not bad on the last one. Let's do 2 more. Right foot forward this time. And the hand, we're gonna do our ski with the right hand will be the forward hand. So being ready for that. Step, tenkang, and zengo giri. Now left foot forward. Step, tenkang, and ski. Okay. Then let's do, gosh, what was it? Yeah. We'll step and tenkang, retract and turn and ski. I'll do it again. Left foot, step and tenkang. And here. Right foot forward. Let's do it again. Step, tenkang, zengo giri. And again, all the same stuff applies. Hand is here. Then we can add a third strike to this, of course. Here we go. Right foot forward. We step left. And then tenkang. Same, we didn't switch the hands at all. Then Zengo Giri. And Tsuki again. What was that? Did I start with the left? Yeah, okay, left foot forward now. And step. And Tenkan. Yes. Nice, you guys. Yes, good, Moritz. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it just a couple more times. Ski. Here. And we could also do, let's see, here, what did I do last night? Anyway, you could also put yokomen in there also. It's just, the point is to just become more and more comfortable with it. So for example, for example, ski, and then tenkan with sliding hand yokomen, and ski. Oh, we lost Moritz. Okay, let's try B just once. And we step, we can ski. And tenkan here. And then we brought the foot back, didn't we? That lends itself beautifully to this sliding hand yokomenuchi. And then we turned, if you remember long ago when we were doing ABC. Anyway, maybe we'll do more of that next time. Yeah, we're getting towards the end. So let's shift gears now. And let's just let the Jo roll on our forearms. Imagine contact. Spine is straight. Make sure that you're not rocking back and forth. Keep the spine straight. Feet can be apart or together. Reaching up and out. All right, and let's sit. Let me get a cushion. Reach out and up. Nice. Let's put the Jo to the side. Let's continue this movement. Spine stays straight. Be careful not to lean back. Coordinate your breath. This time, let's come up here and go out. Bring everything into our tanden center point. Let's take it up this way and out. And then reverse.
Really compress when you bring it in. Last one. Expand and compress. Okay, all right, let's bow out. Shomen ni. Hey. Hey. ありがとうございました。